Okay, so previously we saw a basic of Java. Okay, today the last topic of Java is collections. So I'm going to create
Collection.
a new class called collections demo. So there are so many collections, but at high level we want to know the linked list, hash set, or array list, hash map. Okay, so I'm going to create a main method. In the main method, first of all, why we need array list instead of array means in array we are able to store only one kind of data type. Like if I store number means I can only store number,
Okay.
and next one is size is fixed size if I create once. But array list is a dynamic size, as well as we can store different types of data types. For an
Okay.
example, I'm creating a array list, and it's a list equal to new array list. So in there are four methods we want to know. So for adding, getting, updating, and deleting. So there are always four activities. Trade operation: add, create, update, delete. So how to add a value in the list is list dot add. So we can pass anything. So it will add. So I am passing a numerical value. Then I am passing one character, and again I am passing a one string. Okay. So we see this in the same list we are able to store a multiple data, and we can there is no limit. Okay. So how to I'm going to show you friends. So here it was stored in the order like file C and str. So linked list always store in order. Okay. Okay. So now we saw add. So how to get it? So to get a particular value, we need to use the index. Okay. Index always starts with 0. So if I give it 2 means what it will print? It will print a str. Why? Because 5 is 0th index, C is first index, and str is second index. Okay. Index starts with 0. Okay. So see here it's printed the str.
Okay.
Okay. So now we saw get and add and get. Now next is update. So list dot set. So I want to pass which index I am updating. I am updating in the first index as 8. See here. So after that what I am going to do? I am going to see the print the first value. So previously the first value is C.
5.
C. First value is previously 0.
You see. Okay.
C. So C is now become a 8.
8. Okay.
So we saw update. How to remove is list dot. So remove we can do two things. Either we can pass the object as well as index. So if I am passing 2 means, so after that what I will do, I will print a list. Okay. So before removing, after removing, I will print it. See this before removal 5 at str. Now I removed the second index str. So the
Yeah. Okay.
list is 5 and 8. So now we saw four things. Like what are things? Add, get, update, delete. Okay, any things we are going to study, we want to see these four things. Add, get, update, delete. How to do.
Okay.
So what are the things other than this means? Like add all. So when we can use add all means, suppose you are merging one list to another list means we can use add all. Okay. And contains to verify that value is inside that list or not. At index empty is the list is empty or not. Okay. And get first and get last will give the first and last index. Okay. So now we saw array list. Similarly we have linked list. So we need to give it a different name. I'm giving list1. So when you give list1, here also we add, get, set, remove, all that mandatory things will be there. Okay, but if you see here, this methods are not there, which are the pull and peek and pull. So what this peek and pull is, the peek will give the top and object and it won't delete. Pull is, it will take the top element but it will remove. So that's the difference between peek and pull. Okay, so now I'm going to show you. So let's sys out list dot one dot peek. Okay, after that what I'm going to do, I will print the list. Okay, next I'm doing the, instead of peek I'm doing pull, and again printing the list. So see here, it's a null. Sorry for it. So why it's null? Because we didn't store anything in the list1 yet. Okay, because list1 is empty right now. So list1 dot add, I'm adding. Otherwise, for fast phase, we can add list1 into list. So what will happen? These two values will come to list. So we need to add list all instead of list. Now you understand, right? What is this list? Add all.
Yeah.
See this? Previously it gave a 5, but it didn't remove from the list. But pull will give the top, but it will remove from the list as well. That is the difference between peek and pull.
Cool. Okay. Take care.
So now we saw the list and array list and linked list. So these are list concept. So list can contain duplicate and it will store in order. Why I am telling means, I am able to give again 5 because it can store the duplicate. Okay, but it will store in order. Okay, now we are going to the second one. So first one we saw the list. Now we are going to see the set. So first of all, you want to understand set is unordered. There is no order. The storage of the objects. Next one is, it won't contain duplicates. So for that we are going to see the hash set. Set equal to new hash set. I am going to add set dot add of 5. See this, I am trying to add 3 times 5. Okay, so then I am printing the set. So generally what we will think, there are 3 5s, but what will happen? Only 1 5 because it won't store the duplicate. Okay, so that's what is, and it never be order. Like suppose I'm giving 10 here, 100. So it always jumbles. Okay, there is no order. See here, I stored in a 5, 10, 100, but here I see this 100, 5, 10. So it's unordered. Okay. So due to unorder, what is the problem? We are not able to get the item here like a list. List you can simply give a the get value, the index and me. But here there is no index out because it's jumble. Okay. So we never have a get method here.
Okay.
So only through iterator or for loop. So for each, I mean, for each how we will do, like this is generally give object to equal to set. So what is object is? Object is the parent of all the objects. Okay, object. This is also one of a data type, but it's a class, but it's parent of all data type. See here, using this object we are able to go one by one, but order is different, but we are able to iterate to all the values. Okay. So now, so this is a hash set. Next one we want to see is hash map. Okay, hash map. So previously we saw list is unordered, sorry, set is unordered, list is order and all. But what is hash map? In hash map, we will say in which order and which basis it will stores. So for that we need to give key and value. So key is the like name. In that name I am storing some values. Okay. So for that I am going to give a hash map. So before that hash map I want to teach you another topic. So as I said earlier, we are able to store different kind of data types. Okay. So now we can ask, we cannot restrict this one to store only one certain data types. We can do. That is called generic method. In that we have to use wrapper class. Wrapper class means suppose I am telling, see here your array list and you want to store your type of integer. Okay. See here there are two errors. Why? Because this array list is an integer, but you are storing a character, you are storing a string. Okay. So this we call as generic as well as so in generic I am telling a wrapper class. So this integer means it's an int only, but it's a class. Okay. Normal int is data type. It don't have any methods, but integer have some methods. Okay.
That's okay.
See this now, the use of this wrapper class. So what I am going to do, I am going to 7. Okay, now the error is gone because it's integer. So this is a wrapper class. Similarly, coming to here, we are telling, hey, see hash map, your two key and value. The key is integer. You can give anything. There's no restrictions. So I'm going to give a key in the integer format, and the values maybe I'm going to store a string format. Okay. So this is map equal to new hash map. And so how to store? So previously we store only add, right? Here there is no add. We have to put. So here is add methods. Here is a put. Put. So first is what we need to give an integer value, the key. Then the value. So this is, I'm saying like this 6. Okay. So see this. First is key. This is a key. So how, suppose I need a value means how can I do get dot, what is the key? 6. So previously I'm using index, right? Here I will use the key. So
okay.
Through the key I can get the values.
Well, okay.
Okay, and let's for an example. So here I am storing one, and in this the key is there is no duplicate.
Okay.
Or null, but values may duplicate because we can give the same value everywhere. If I give 1 again means this one will overwrite the previous one. That's the one. Okay. So for this also we can write a for each method. Even I forgot object o equal to object or map dot. So suppose you want all the keys means you can get all the keys. So in this you can what to do, simply you can print map dot get o. So this is because it will give all the keys. So even you can see integer also fine. Why? Because we are mentioning already, right? It's an integer because key is a integer. So the entire key set is going to be a integer type, not a different one. See this, right? 1, 2, 6. Okay. So this is the way we can get all the key sets in hash map. So this is the way we need to use a loop for maps. So you can understand, right, how to use a for loop for maps, how to use a for loop for set, And for this one you don't need to worry, like it's straightforward one. Okay. For this also you can simply put for this also. Right now we make it as a one common string like integer I equal to, this is a list. See here, when I give a list one means it's throwing an error, because in list now it's generic one, we didn't specify which data type. But when I remove list, common list is, this is specific to integer, so that time I didn't get the error. Okay, so when you're commonly giving, you want to give an object. So as I said earlier, object is the parent of all the data types, all the objects. That's
Right.
it. Okay, now we wind up the Java here. Okay,
Okay.
moreover we covered everything, so you can just go through our previous videos of Java. Now we are going to create a new project. So previously we created only Java project, now we are going to create a Maven project. Why Maven means we need the dependency of Selenium, TestNG, Cucumber, so on, so dependencies.
Okay.
So we cannot download every time the libraries are including in Java is very bad. Maven is a repository, so it can assist us to provide all the libraries from the Maven repository. So for this I am selecting a Maven here, and next one is create.
Great.
So I am telling new window. So it's created a new window. So this is a form.xml file. Okay. So what is form definition is project object model. Okay. So in this we need to it will already showed like what Java version we are using. So now we need to add the dependencies. Okay.
Can you please maximize?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
So now I am going to write dependencies. Inside dependencies we need certain things. Okay. So one is we need a Selenium. Okay. Selenium dependencies. When you type here, so see this Maven repository, the first option. So I'm
Maven.
going here. So the latest one is 4.25.0. So you can get all the versions in this Maven repository. So let's take a latest one. Okay. So it will give you this dependency. See here Maven. When I click here, it is copied to the clipboard. Now come to the project. Inside the dependencies, I want to paste the dependency. Okay. So this is dependency, this is dependencies. So in this C's, I want to give all the dependencies. So right now it will show in a red because we need to say at the right corner you can see the reload button, right? Maven. You can click means now the Maven will understood what we want to download and it will start downloading it. Now see, it's become a black. Okay. So that means
Okay.
we have the Selenium in our project, and in the SRC previously we have only one SRC in Java project, right?
Your main
In Maven we have two, one is main and test. So test case
test.
we want to write in test. Okay. Normal methods we can want to write in the main method. So in the main method under Java, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a new package. So the package name is Selenium dot test. So this is the package. Under this package I'm going to new class. This is I'm going to teach you the ChromeDriver setup. Okay, so I create a new class under the package. Okay. So I'm going to create a main method here. I'm still maximizing. So we are going to study the Selenium WebDriver. Okay, that's the version we are going to use. First of all, we need the WebDriver. So the how to understand we have a proper Selenium means it should come like this. Suppose you didn't install or you didn't add a dependency of Selenium means this option won't come in the list right now.
Okay.
Okay, so WebDriver equal to new. So in this you'll get all the driver, Firefox, Safari. So right now we are using a Chrome
Oh,
driver.
perfect.
Okay,
Okay.
but previously manually we installed the Chrome driver. Okay, but right now what will happen means there's another dependency. Okay, so that will give you the drivers. Okay, even I forgotten. WebDriver Manager. Okay, see this Bonica recap is here. So we need to go to this. We want to take the latest, click here, it will copy, come to the your project, go to the format XML file. After that dependencies you want to paste this dependencies. After adding, so what you want to do, you want to reload this Maven, it will download the WebDriver Manager. Okay, so
Okay.
now before going to create a driver, we want the driver. So previously we download the driver from the Google, then we upload the location, then it will load. But right now it's will become easier. Okay, WebDriver, see this
Manage.
WebDriver Manager. So whenever you adding something, here you want to understand what kind of importing. Previously importing is org openqa selenium, but this is I showed you Bonicardiga io GitHub Bonicaria VDM WebDriver Manager.
The manager.
So
Okay.
in this we want to set up the Chrome driver dot setup. Okay, so WebDriver Chrome driver setup. So
Set.
this will set up the Chrome driver. Then here I am creating the driver initiation. Next one, driver dot get. So in getter we want to pass some URL. So what I'm going to do, so I'm going to give a orange demo site. This is demo site. I'm copying this URL and coming here under double quotation I'm pasting this URL. So this will launch the browser and go to the URL. Okay. After that, so right now we don't want to do that. Only I'm going to show you. We need a title of the page. Get title. Okay. So how to know the title means? So when you keep the cursor on the heading, see here, orange HRM, right? That's the title.
Okay.
So after that, what you want to do? You want to quit the driver. Driver dot quit.
Victor.
It will close the driver. There are two kind of close and quit. We'll see later. Okay. So right now I'm going to run this file. So it started. Inflate the Chrome driver. See this? So it goes very
Oh,
faster.
I think
Yeah, it's
the
came.
video is
See this?
sharing.
Yes. So I'm going to run again. You'll see here.
The sharing is stopped. I'm not able to see that.
Okay. Okay. So this now see this. It's printed the title.
Can you run that one more time?
So what is
Because
happening? It is quitting the entire driver. So what I will do? Dot close. We'll see.
can you please run that one more time? Okay.
Now we saw right. So this is the title. So it goes
Okay.
faster. Okay, Selenium is really faster, and Chrome also the faster website browser. I mean browser. Okay. So this is the way we need to set up the entire basic setups. How to create a Maven project, how to add the dependencies, and the inside dependencies, how to add the dependency from Maven. Okay, and how to set up the WebDriverManager and WebDriver, and automatically this will be populated when you are adding here. So next one we are going to see the locators. Okay. So when anyone asking how many locators means, we want to know Java. So how many primitive data type? There are 8 primitive data types. In the same way, locator also 8. So both are 8 8. Okay.
Okay.
So in this, for that we'll show you driver dot get find element by dot, see this, by class name, by CSS, by ID, by link text, by name, by partial link text, by tag name, and by XPath. Okay, there are 8 types. Okay, so we need to use this one, not the classes, we need to use the methods. Okay. By dot ID. So, even I forgot. Okay, so now we want to understand the basic of the website. Suppose you want to automate this website, means you want to know the HTML inspect. So for this you want to right click and click on inspect. It will open the console, element console. Okay, so you want to click on the left side corner of this one, it will get highlighted, and wherever you want to find the location, you want to go to that location and click. Suppose I'm coming here and clicking this text box. Okay, means here, see, it is highlighting here.
Okay.
Okay, so this is ID is what? Username. So I'm simply copying here and coming and pasting here. So copy the entire file. Okay, then we want to click on the send keys. So keys means keyboard, so we want to type the username and password. Okay, then again clicking on the arrow mark, going to the location where I want. This is password, so I'm scrolling down. It has a input, name, ID. So ID is always a unique. Okay, if you see the name also sometimes unique. Okay, driver dot find element by dot ID, you want to pass the ID value dot send keys. In send keys you want to pass the values. Okay, so some places demo we want to use this website because here only I give the username and password. The same, I'm clicking on the inspect, clicking on the username. See here there is no ID, only name is there. Okay, I'm copying the name, and instead of ID, what I want to pass, I want to pass name. Then inspecting again, finding the password. The name of the password is password name. So whatever available, we want to provide that one. Okay, and the value for this, this is the username, and this is the password. Okay, and right now we typed the username and password. Next, what is the thing? We want to click on the login button. So I'm inspecting the login button. So when I see here, this didn't have any values at all. See here, does have anything? Nothing. There is no name, there is no ID, there is no link text, anything. Okay, for this one you're able to understand when I look into here, right? So this kind of places how we can work. So if there is a so whenever anything is coming like ID, name, means we are able to easily handle situation. But if there is nothing, there is no ID, there is no name, there is no class name, nothing is unique or not even available means that kind of place only we want to learn the XPath. Okay, so we are going to, in the out of 8 locators, as I said, it's 8 locators. In this ID, name we saw, class name, ID class name, tag name, link text, partial link text. So this are moreover availability based, these 6 things. Okay, but in this XPath and CSS selector is customized one which user needs to do. Okay, so now we're going to study the XPath here. In XPath there are 2 kind of XPath. One is relative, another one is absolute. So we don't want to study about the absolute. Absolute means when you want to come here, suppose I'm right clicking, copy full XPath. When I'm going to come here, see this, I want to cross this many things. Okay, when I use this my XPath, what will happen? Tomorrow my developer may add something in somewhere. What will happen? This entire structure may be collapse. Due to this, the script will get failure. Okay. So there are 2 things. One is absolute XPath. It has only single code. It will come from the root. What is the root? The starting point is HTML. From the root, it will come to the point. Okay. So it is come from the root, and it's an absolute path. Okay. Next one, it's not recommended, but this is relative is recommended. Okay. So first of all, relative XPath starts with a double slash. Okay. So what is this relative XPath? I want to give a simple example. Suppose you want to travel to Chennai to Mumbai or Chennai to Delhi. Okay. But if you want to go to the absolute path means you want to go to the route to the state. Okay. But what is relative path means? You can go to potential place. Suppose there is no straight flight means you can go to Chennai to Bangalore, and Bangalore to you can travel to Delhi or Mumbai. Okay. So some potential place where I'm able to identify the location. From the location I'm able to travel. So XPath is what? Travel. Okay. So when I see the button here, okay, but button does not have any things from this my point of view. So either I want to utilize this place. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give a control F. When I give a control F from this place, when you keep control F from the screen means the search bar will open. But from the HTML element, if you see control space, this will give like space like here. Okay. So what is the syntax of relative XPath is double slash. So double slash tag name equal to attribute equal to attribute value. Okay. So double slash. So generally what is tag? The element which starting is tag. Okay, like button, div, form, input. So whatever in the dark blue color, right? So the starting of the development. So all called tags. Okay. So in this field, so when I highlighting the login button, which one is getting highlighted? This one, right?
Yeah.
This one, right? So what is the tag name? The tag name is button. So I'm typing button.
Okay.
So when I type a button itself, see here, the always you want to see this value 1 of 1. That means in the entire website, this button is only one button. So what I can use this itself enough for me. Okay, simply copying this. So what I want to select, driver dot find element by dot, what is this? It's a XPath.
XPath.
XPath, and I want to pass the XPath. This is a button. So button, radio button, checkbox, link, everything want to clickable. So click is a mouse action. So whatever you will use mouse actions when you do manually, that time you want to use a click. When whatever you use a keyboard when we're doing manually, that time you'll use a send keys. Okay, understood, right? So
Yeah.
keyboard is send keys, clicking all click actions. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to run this file. So it will launch the browser. It will go to the URL, type the
Username and password.
it didn't do. So it didn't do. So we then, so the first thing of any person is how they are debugging. Okay. So debugging sense you want to read the console always. So when you read here, it is a main method. The exception type is no such element exception. Okay. So what he's trying to say, he is saying I'm not able to find the name as username. So this could be mostly happen due to the time lag. So when browser is going too faster, when opens a tab, the particular locations may take little time to load the page. Okay. So for that, what I'm going to do, like this is a thread.sleep. It's a Java wait, but I will teach you the potential waits next time and on the wait class. But this is an inbuilt Java class, thread.sleep. So after launching the website, what I am telling, wait for 2 seconds. This is the milliseconds. 2000 means 2 milliseconds. It will wait, then it will start this action. Okay, I'm running this again. See here, this time it's typed the username and password.
Okay.
This is the old website. So I'm running again, you will see here. So it will launch the browser, it will type the username and password, click on login and close the browser. Okay. So see here, so you never get a panic when you're doing anything. So if it is getting failure means it's a browser behavior. Okay, because when your code is going faster, our websites won't be that much faster. Some websites, some places will load slower. When you're going to switching to the different tab, our application may be slower. So those kind of places we need to use a wait. Okay, so now we studied the basic wait of XPath. So now we're going to see the remaining XPath types. Okay, so right now I taught you like double slash tag name attribute. So you can ask what is called attribute. If we take the button, in this type is one attribute, class is one attribute. What is the value of type is submit. So if you take an example, double slash button is a tag name, square bracket at type equal to, attribute is what, type here, type equal to single quote, I want to paste the value of a type is submit. So this is an example of one X type of XPath, relative path. So this is using an attribute. So attribute, even if you want to, the username, suppose take an example, there is no name in the username. I think like that. There is no name attribute at all. So how to solve it? So what is the tag name of this username? Is input, right? So input, and what are the attributes? It has a class, it has a name, it has a placeholder. So what I'm going to take, I'm going to take a placeholder. So that is my attribute. And what is the value of the, it's a username. Okay. So when I paste, you see this, it's also one of one. Here I didn't use a name at all. I used only a placeholder, but even though I'm able to get a one of means it's a unique. There is no other thing in the entire HTML. Okay, see here. So this is also one of a way of attribute. Okay, next one is text. So this one is mostly used. Okay, in real time we are not able to get anything. So if you see the in the login button, what you able to see in the login button? The textual login, right? So when you inspect that one, see this login is a keyword. See here exactly, login is a text you are able to see in the. So what the syntax for this one is double slash tag name. Tag name is always constant. Okay, it won't change. Text method, then text value. So here what is the tag name is called double slash button square bracket text method equal to login. So
Okay.
login. So see here it's coming 0 of 0. Why? Because when you use a login, you want to say exactly what is under the quotation. If you see the quotation, it has front space and back space. So when I give the exact way, see here now is 1 of 1. So when you're going to use a text, that should be exactly same what is represented in the quote. Okay. So that's what the text is more important. We cannot give copy the something. So we need to give exactly what is there. So to solve this kind of problems like space issues, some other things, there's a most used text path is contains. Okay. So how to use a contains? Same as usual, double slash. We can put star also. Star is means anything. Suppose sometimes the tag name is you are not able to identify, means we can use a star. Okay, tag name contains. See here, contains contains a method. In the method I'm telling, see here, contains. This is a text method and this text contains login. So I'm copying this one, I'm pasting here, and this is the tag name is a button actually. Button. Text contains button, right? Button. When throwing an error, we'll see contains. So in contains we can able to give the this one. Not only for text. So contains we can use for attribute as well. Suppose take an example. In this attribute, how can I use contains? Okay, double slash input contains circle bracket at placeholder comma in the value I can pass the username. Okay, so for attribute also we can pass the contains method. Okay, see this, it's 1 of 1. So that's the value of contains. So contains always plays a bigger role. Okay, so suppose your text is very lengthy, means you don't want to give the entire length, you can give a partially what is a unique. Okay, suppose in this what I am going to do, I am simply giving the user alone. See this, even though I give a user alone, I'm able to get the 1 of 1. Okay, so that's the brilliant thing of contains.
Thanks. Okay.
And what are the other things here? Means following, sibling, following, sibling, parent, ancestor. So these are the other types of XPath. So following in the
Thanks.
sense, you went to the top guy. Okay, from the top guy you want all the below guys, means you can use following.
Okay.
So sibling means, suppose you are see this here, there are, the parent is div. Okay, under this parent there are 4 anchor tags. Anchor means links actually. Okay, there are 4. This all are siblings. Okay, suppose if you able to find the first guy, the other guys you can easily say following sibling.
Siblings.
Parent is, suppose you find out this sibling but you want the who's the parent, so that time you can use the parent.
And
Ancestor is someone great grandfather kind of, so you want to, mostly you want to use it, but you want to understand when the ancestor want to use. Okay, so let's take an example. Syntax is as usual, tag name, square bracket, something you put like at id equal to some value you put it. Okay, after that you want to put the, like this, I'm telling like how these things are going to use. So I'm going to say following. Okay, following, you want to say the double dots, double dots, and you want to say what kind of data type. So here I'm going to show you how to see. So what is the class name? The class name of this one is this. So what I'm going to do, /div at class equal to, I'm pasting that value. So I'm getting 1 of 1. So but I want all the below things. How to get that? / following double quote div. See this? I was here. From here I'm able to get all the, see the highlighted answer.
sib-
Not siblings. We are not using sibling. Following. In my
following.
category, who are all in my category? Following category. Suppose you
Oh,
want to go to the child, means you can simply use a single quote div. Single div. So for sorry, not div, single slash a. See this? When I put a single slash a, it giving all the 4 values. Okay. Control F. All the 4 values. So there's a tag, my child. Suppose, so here I want to teach you another topic. Okay. So what is this? Is this all 4 are kind of anchor tags. Suppose in any place they're asking, so I want to check all the links are working in the page, means, so what you will do, simply you can put /a. When you put a, here you can see this, in the entire page these are the 5 anchor tags. Anchor means links. This was anchor a. So there are 5 links. So simply you can find all the locators, click on the each locator and see all the links are working in the project. Okay. Next, following sibling or parent. Okay. So now, so I'm in this place. So how I can go to my parent? So as usual, single slash single. There's a you want to understand what is the difference between single slash and double slash. Singles means direct child or direct connect. Single slash. Double slash means all the things. Okay. So I'm going to tell parent : div. See here, when I put double single slash parent means I am having a location of this only, but I am able to go to my parent. Okay, so this is the parent. When I give a ancestor, see this, for the entire place, that is the where are my 7 ancestors for me. So this all are them. Okay, so ancestor is great, more than my father. All the things people are concerned the ancestor.
Okay.
So these are the things we want to know in the XPath, but most of the things we won't use. But following sibling and following we will use sort of places. But parent ancestor are very less. Okay. But
Okay.
more than anything, contains we'll use. So these are the 8 locators, and CSS is there. So CSS is always easier. So what is the means? When I keep the cursor, just start the highlighting. When I keep the cursor, see here what the top is coming, p.oxt-txt. That all CSS. So when I go to
Oh.
username, see the pop-up. That one pop-up is coming right on the screen.
In.
So input dot oxt hyphen input. So this is the CSS. Okay.
Yes.
CSS there are only 2 things. One is dot, another one is hash. Dot indicates the class name, because that username class name is oxt hyphen inputs. That's why it's came like a dot. Suppose this as id means it will put a hash. So I dot means class name, hash means id. So that's the thing we want to understand in the CSS. Okay, if anyone asking which is faster, means only CSS is faster, but CSS is a little trickier to handle. If you don't know properly CSS means, never try the CSS. Okay, and the first one is as usual tag name dot class name, or if as id means tag name as id value.
Okay.
And for the text and all, you won't want to put a double slash. Suppose take an example. Okay. Take an example. So you are using a div. So you are having a username. Okay. I will write a CSS for this username field. So what is that value? Name equal to username. So I'm copying the entire portion. So what is the tag name? Div square bracket at so don't have anything. So like straightforwardly there is no double slash, nothing will come for CSS. The tag name will comes if any suppose I'm copying this one, it's a class name dot c. So I'm giving the value, please. So div is the tag name dot class name. We can use, even there is no double slash or single slash, nothing in the CSS. Okay. Even the name. Other than this one, locators, that's it. So next one we can go to the wait. Okay. So wait and remaining things we can cover tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll complete the Selenium. Okay. So today what you'll do, you do the all the collection topics, then basic of setup, locators, everything. So tomorrow we will see the waits, switch to things and actions. So that are 3 things in Selenium. Then we can go to test engineer Cucumber.
Okay.